So Shalom, all praises to Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Bahasham Makahakodash. The honors to our elders of Great Millstone, peace and salutations to all the brothers pushing us working sincerely in truth. This is Brother Tomaim again from GMS Toronto, coming out again to another video. I'm gonna just do it. I'm gonna do a part 2 to this video. Eve doing the serpent spitting. All right, I did it last night. I didn't get to bring out any scriptures about the serpent, how he beguiled Eve, right? And here's Eve again getting beguiled by the serpent again. Okay, like the scripture says, there is nothing new under the sun. What you're seeing right now is Genesis, the 3rd chapter, being played out right before your eyes. For all you Christians who don't know how to break down Genesis, the 3rd chapter, which you never will, and even if we give you the answer, which is the answers are right in front of your very eyes, and you still can't break it down. So here. See, they had to make a spectacle, right? Because they're trying to get you, the Israelites, on board, and you will get on board, because once they start applying the pressure to you, and you start seeing homelessness, once you start seeing your children going hungry, once your job gets taken away, you don't like to be uncomfortable. Just the same way you're murmuring against Moses in the wilderness, right? So that's your MO. You don't like to be uncomfortable, and that's fine. Nobody likes to be uncomfortable. But as long as you know this is not your rest, then you'll be fine. You can't invest in this place. All right. So the two Israelite women that's made to be the poster women of this vaccine, and they're the first one. She's the first one to take it in New York, right? Just to prove to so-called Negroes and you other minorities, the nation of Israel, you Israelites, that this so-called vaccine is good. Okay? First and first, you're not supposed to be taking no vaccine. Secondly, you don't know what's in that thing. Okay? And I made a post, not me, but this woman sent me this thing, making fun, saying we don't know what's in cocaine, we don't know what's in, let's see if I can find it. We don't know what's in, yeah, there it is. So she's pro, and guess what her name is? Her name is Eve. I don't want to put a government name out there, but this is just a nickname. But the first 3 letters of her name is Eve, okay? So, you can, whatever. But it says here, she's pretty much making fun because she's pro-vaccine. She's going to take this. She told me she's taking this in July because she wants to travel and whatnot, okay? So it said here, I won't take the vaccine because who knows what's in it. So this is a very sarcastic meme because apparently we don't know what's in the 666 what do you call this again? Energy drink. Obviously we don't know what's in it, but we know it's not good. We don't know what's in this vape, but we know it's not good. Especially in the cocaine, we know it's not good. In that GMO hot dog, we don't know what's in it, but we know it's not good. Okay, but these are choices. These 4 things that are here, these are choices that people make. The vaccine is not a choice. Okay? That's the difference. That's the damn difference. It's not a choice. It's going to be mandatory. And why are you pushing a vaccine that's mandatory on people? Oh, because, people are dying? Hey, people die all the damn time, man. Okay? That's the circle of life. But then I just made a video about the man, the Pfizer company. He's not taking the vaccine because he said he's not in a rush. He doesn't want to hold the line up. Don't call my phone right now, man. Damn devil, man. But anyway, man, you know, what was I gonna say? Yeah, he's not taking the vaccine because he knows he's not in a rush because he's not taking it. I guarantee you, his family's not taking it. His wife is not taking it. His children are not taking it. It's guaranteed for these people on the sign, man. The sign that we hold up, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And guess who's gonna help them? Eve. Okay. So let me get Genesis 3. Actually, you know what? And get Job. Through her we all die. Ecclesiasticus, Salakia. There's one in Job as well. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. Literally. Because this vaccine is gonna lead to death. Okay, through her, who leads the most abortions? The most death of abortion, of aborted babies. Her, and guess what? These aborted babies are back into these vaccines. And guess what? It's going back into her. I'm sure she took abortion before. Her and that doctor. You know? Because we know all the shit that you people be doing in college, man. For the woman was in transgression, not Adam. Okay? What's going on with this stupid thing? Fingers are too big. 1 Timothy 2:14 or 12-14. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. You think these two monkeys that you see on the screen, you think they're in silence? They actually want power over you, okay? And now that one that you see on TV poking the other one, both of them, they're not no comfort to their man. You know what they mean? Their thing is to their job is the number one priority, and all that shit was gonna be taken away. Okay, for Adam was first formed, then Eve. You know, both of them had parents. Okay, Eve and Adam had parents. When they say Adam was first formed, because Adam was the man, he's the head, so he's chosen, right? Eve was just one of his close relative, flesh of my flesh, bone of my bone, that was choose to be his. Just like if I were to marry a woman right now, she's chosen from me, from the Most High. So it was the same thing, okay? And Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression. So these women right here, that's Eve all over again, being deceived by the serpent. Okay? A man born of a woman. Job 14. Man born of a woman is few days and full of trouble. He cometh forth like a flower and is cut down. He fleeth also as a shadow and continueth not. And doth thou open thine eyes upon such an one, and bringest me into judgment with thee? Who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean? No one. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. And that goes into you Edomites, okay? There's a bound that you cannot pass, okay? And that bound is right before you start to fill your belly. The mark of the beast. Try to get everyone to worship you. Edomites, the Most High is going to send his son back. and destroy you off of the planet Earth, put you in subjection. Okay? It says, your man that is born of a woman is a few days and full of trouble. Right? And that's what you're seeing right now. Okay? Because these women are trying to take your lives. They're pretty much trying to exterminate their nation. And they think they're doing something right. Okay, these two monkeys. Okay? I'm calling them monkeys. Do something about it. They're beasts. Low-level beasts. Okay? Just like the Edomite. Because that's who their God is. Esau. 10-minute mark. Let me get Genesis 3 real quick. Finish this off. It says, now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord hath made. And the Lord made all beasts, man included. Okay? And this beast is going into man. Okay? Because these other nations, they don't have the laws. The law wasn't given to them. The laws was given to Adam. Okay? The way of life, the way to live. Life was given to Adam. That breath was given to Adam. Okay? His lineage was given to him. That lot that he was supposed to fulfill was given to him. Right? So the serpent was more subtle because he was sneaky. He was wise to do evil. Okay? His soul that is in him wasn't right. Anyways, beast of the field, which is what? The beast of the field represents these other nations, like I said, which the Lord hath made. And he said unto the woman, yea, hath God said, you shall not eat of every tree of the garden. And the tree literally represents other people as well, other nations. Okay? The beast and trees represent nations of people. Because when you go into Ezekiel, the 31st chapter, it goes into a deeper, it pretty much breaks this down. The trees and the garden, right? Paradise. And the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, Yahweh hath said, ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. Right? And when you eat so the same thing when the Lord tells Ezekiel, eat this roll. Okay? Read, study, digest it. The same thing with Eve. The same thing that Eve did. Eve ingested these philosophies of the serpent, which is a man, okay, or a nation, and she ate it up, okay. But the fruit, and it's not an apple. Let me reiterate that it's not an apple. But the fruit of the tree, which is in the midst of the garden, right? Philosophies. That's the main philosophy of the serpent. That's the same thing you're seeing now. Antichrist, anti the Messiah. Okay? Luciferianism, anything goes. That's wisdom of this world. Okay? Love everybody. Right? Being a stoic. Whatever, being a liberal. You shall not eat of it, neither shall you touch it, lest ye die. And the serpent said unto the woman, ye shall not surely die. So this is contrary to what she's been taught. Okay? Sin leads to death. And that's what Eve was doing. She was sinning the other philosophies. For Yahweh, for God doth not know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be open, right? And ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. Because knowing good and evil is what leads to sin, right? When you're righteous, if you only know righteousness, you won't know what sin is. But if you know what evil is and you know what good is, then you know right from wrong, right? like us right now, we're full of sin. We know good and we know what evil is and we know what good is, right? That's why we're sinners. In the kingdom, when we have the laws in our mind, we're not going to know what evil was because we're already on this side. We're only going to know what good is, right? So Eve was being beguiled by the serpent. And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food and that it was pleasant to the eyes and a tree to be desired, right? The food, spiritual food, but it was on the left hand side. She was eating it up, right? And it was pleasant to the eyes, which is what? The spiritual eyes. She was defiling herself spiritually. Idolatry, right? Witchcraft, being liberal, talking shit to her man, right? Fulfilling that prophecy of a woman shall be over a man. That's what she was trying to do. And a tree to be desired to make one wise. She took of the fruit thereof and did eat, and gave also unto her husband with her, and he did eat. Let me drop down to. Okay, so let me get verse 8. And they heard the voice of the Lord power walking in the garden in the cool of the day. And that's not the word, that's not the voice of the Lord, of Yahweh, literally, okay? Those are just like how now you see the Eve is being beguiled again by the serpent, okay? The Adamites are here again, which is what? The children of Israel. And who is the mouthpiece of the Lord? Who's the one calling Yahweh Hashem Yahushua in the midst of all of this? The prophets, okay? So you had those men back then prophesying, Salakia, prophesying to you niggas that was back then doing the same shit that you're doing in the garden, okay? In the cool of the day, which is what? That's when we go out to preach. That's when we go out to speak in the cool of the day, okay? And Adam and his wife hid themselves from the presence of the Lord power amongst the trees of the garden, right? And it's the same thing that they do right now. When they walk by and they hear us preaching and when we're rebuking them, what do? They hide, right? They stop the ear some hearing, they talk shit, they buck up, and then they go amongst the other nations, just like how they're doing today. If you really observe what our people are doing today, is the same thing Adam was doing. Okay, him and his wife, or him and the other nation, him and the Adamites. Okay, and the Lord power called unto Adam, and said unto him, Where art thou? And he said, I heard thy voice. I heard thy voice in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked. And the naked is a representation of him sinning. Okay, it's all that it was. He's like, oh, I knew I sinned, right? And the Lord had to rebuke him through the prophets, man. And I hid myself, right? And he said, who told you that thou was naked? Who told you that you have sinned? Who told you that you did wrong? Because you're in the righteousness. Hast thou eaten of the tree whereof I commanded thee that thou shouldest not eat? Right? You went against the Lord's command, his commandments, okay? That's what you did. And the man said, the woman that thou hast given to me, Salakia, to be with me, she gave me of the fruit, and I did eat. So Adam was being a simp, okay? He wasn't supposed to, he was supposed to rebuke Eve, and chastise her. Just for bringing back those philosophies of the other nation, other gods, okay? And the Lord power said unto the woman, what is it that thou hast done? And the woman said, the serpent beguiled me, and I did eat. She got tricked, okay? Not really tricked, but she got finessed. I wouldn't use the word trick, okay? Okay, I'll use the word trick. Well, there's another word. Beguiled is fine. And the Lord power said unto, you know what? Let me get that word beguiled. charm, enchant, magic, whatever you want to call it. Magic, okay? It says it charm or enchant someone, sometimes in a deceptive way, most of the times. Every prominent American artist has been beguiled by Maine. It says here, help time pass pleasantly. Right? Let me see if there's anything else. Hoodwink. Beguile her classmates into doing the work for her. Hey, isn't that what Esau's doing right now with Eve? With the nigger woman, he's beguiling her to do his dirty work. Right? To engage the interest by, or as if by guile, his seduction, being seductive, okay? Come on, man. It says here, to engage the interest of by, or as if by guile, to lead by deception, right? To while away, especially by agreeable occupation. And that's exactly what you're seeing. Let me see the synonyms: allure, bewitch, captivate. Right? And that's what the way of the serpent captivated her. Right? That represents power. Right? It represents something new, on the opposite of what she knew. So it was alluring. Okay? Charm, enchant, fascinate. Oh, and it goes right into kill. Magnetize, wile, to the wiles of the devil, trickery. When you click on this word wile, let me see what it says. A trick or stratagem intended to ensnare or deceive. Right? So this vaccine, and guess who's, see, that's the spirit, man. You know, Eve is doing the serpent's bidding, man. She's the one getting tricked, and she's trying to trick you. She's getting beguiled, and she's trying to beguile you. So it's like a pimp and a hoe, okay? A pimp teaches the hoe his ways, right? How to beguile people, beguile a trick to get money. Once she's in his presence, she's his submissive and he's her dominant. But then when she's in the presence of a trick, right, she runs the same game that the pimp runs on her, so she's over the trick. See how this thing works? Skill and outwitting. One of my favorite word, wits. Right? Trickery, guile, wild. To lure by, or as if by a magic spell. There you go, man. And if you go into all these words, let me see what kill. It says kill because through her we all die. And she's the number one killer on the planet Earth. To deprive of life, cause the death of, to slaughter. For food, to convert a food animal, okay. To mark for omission. That's a veto. To put to an end. To put an end to destroy the vital or essential quality of. To cause the stop, to check the flow of current through. So says here, choose the right synonym. Deceive implies imposing a false idea or belief that causes ignorance, bewilderment, or helplessness. Try to deceive me. Okay, so that's everything. Mislead, right? These are all the things. Delude implies deceiving so thoroughly as to obscure the truth, right? So in order to know the truth, in order to tell a lie, you have to know the truth, you know? And that's what Esau did. The beguiling history, the beguiling history of beguile, right? And it goes all the way back. So, where did I look up? Beguile. Okay, so that's, let me see how far I'm already in. Genesis 3:14. It says here, and the Lord said unto the serpent, because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle, right? And you Christians, this goes into the all nations being beasts, okay? And above every, so there you go, above every beast of the field, right? The Lord can call you a cattle. The elites call you a cattle. They call you, what do the Jewish people call you again? The Jewish people call you goyim, right? And when you go into the word vaccine, it goes into cattle as well. Okay, you're nothing but property, man. You're the Lord's property. That's why he called every nation on the planet Earth cattle, because they are cattle. They're beasts. They can call you a dog if he wants to, man. And every beast of the field, okay, upon that belly thou shalt go, and dust shalt thou eat all the days of thy life. And that doesn't mean that the serpent had legs and he was walking around. Okay? The Lord put him into a low state. That's the reason why he's the basis of men on the planet Earth right now. And dust shall be his, so like, and dust shalt thou eat all the days of thy life. And that just represents confusion, because everywhere the Edomite is, there's confusion. When you check out the Nod, the city where Cain, the descendants of Cain builded, guess what? It was all confusion, right? Anything went. Mostly violence, though. Okay, but that was it. Let me wrap this video up real quick, because I think I'm already over half an hour, close to half an hour. So with that, I'd like to say our praises to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushua, double honors to our elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to all the brothers pushing us, working in sincerity and truth. Shalom.